Hello, welcome back to Bamboo Batu. This is Fred Hornaday on location. Today I'm in Plaza Catalunya in Barcelona, and I'm with Lihua Jiang. She's all the way from China visiting Barcelona. We just went on an amazing bamboo bicycle tour of Barcelona with bamboobikes.com or something like that. We'll put a link in the show notes. Mr. Floren, he runs a little bamboo bike shop and does bamboo bike tours. Amazing, highly recommended. Super cool bikes and super knowledgeable about the city. I live close by, about an hour and a half away, and so I come here a lot, but I learned a lot about the city that I didn't know. And then I had a chance to hang out with Lihua for a while, and I learned a lot more about bamboo, things I didn't know. So it's been an eye-opening day. If you want to open your eyes to bamboo, check out my website, bamboobatu.com. Hundreds of free articles. Please like and subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. So no further ado, I introduce Lihua, all the way from China. It's amazing to be here. We've spoken on Facebook Messenger many times, and here we are face to face in Barcelona, Spain, of all places. So for those of you who don't know and haven't been chatting with her on Facebook for the last few years, she is basically what I think of as the bamboo queen, the queen of bamboo seeds in China. If you're looking for seeds, if I'm looking for seeds of a certain species of bamboo, and you know, if you've looked for bamboo seeds, it's hard to find seeds, especially if you want good seeds, then you want to know what species they are, or you want to know that they're quality and they're going to germinate. It's a pretty hard thing to do. And we can get into that. We're going to talk about bamboo seeds. And first of all, how you got into the bamboo seed business is pretty interesting.
It's quite a long story, so we can go back to 2011, where I graduated from school not long. And then one of my classmates, his father was selling most of bamboo plants and seeds. So he was helping his father to sell bamboo seeds online, but it's in Chinese. Then one guy from Germany, he found my classmate asking him to provide him bamboo seeds. So my classmate was telling me that, wow, it seems there's a big demand outside of China for bamboo seeds. So why don't you try? So from there I said, okay, I contacted with his client, the guy from Germany, and then we tried to sell him the seeds. But from there he was also asking for other seeds. So we searched online and found the big bamboo nursery in Kunming. So that's they have something like 500 species of bamboo. Then I started to check why the foreigners ask for bamboo. And the bamboo is something like from China, it's very common there. But so from there, I was very curious, like why it happened like this. So I started to learn about the bamboo and I feel, oh wow, this is something very amazing. It's like a sustainable and a green and all the good things, environmental thing. Yep. So from there, I went to the nursery in Kunming and started to learn about the bamboo with this very professional bamboo nursery.
So a guy in Germany, it was about in 2011, you said?
Yes, he was actually a seed shop in Germany. So okay. He's a seed vendor.
Okay.
Yes.
So he was looking for bamboo seeds. So he goes online.
Right.
Where do you go to find bamboo seeds? You have to go to China.
Right.
If you don't speak Chinese, you have to use Google Translate. So he's using Google Translate to shop for bamboo seeds from somebody in China.
Right.
So he found your friend, and your friend doesn't speak English or German, I assume. And so they called you and said, hey, Lihua, we need help. We have a customer, but he doesn't speak Chinese, and Google Translate is difficult. So you started translating, and then you discovered that bamboo is like your new favorite thing.
Right.
And now you're like, now you can't get enough.
Yes.
So they had 500, or they do have 500 different species of bamboo?
Yeah, even more, because after I went to the nursery, and the boss is really crazy about the bamboo. So he wanted to collect all the bamboo species all over the world and keep it in his nursery. Although not all of them are for sale, but we had a very large plant. I think the biggest number went to like 800 species. So in the nursery. So because we were traveling to different countries, we were also like in most of the countries in East Asia. In Asia, we went to also Europe. Europe, although was not the native country for bamboo, but after the bamboo was introduced to this area, a lot of new species came out. Not species, but a new variety or new form was found. So it was very interesting to visit the bamboo here in Europe, and also a lot of bamboo from South Africa, the cheese core, or just many different.
From South America.
Yeah, South America. Yes, you're right. So
nice.
It's a very, how to say, exciting thing to see like all the different bamboo in the world. And my boss was really crazy about the bamboo, so he wants to have all the bamboo in
When you
his
start,
collection.
you start getting into it, and you realize like how many species there are, and it's you can quickly become fascinated, like as we have, and other people I know.
Right.
And yeah, the different species that occur in different regions, and then the different hybrids that happen, and then how one species takes on a different variation in South America, and then a totally different in Africa or Southeast Asia. It can be fascinating. So then you just want to collect more and more. So I can see how he built his collection to 500 or 800 species. I was at the Bamboo Park in Portugal, where you're going tomorrow.
Yes.
And they've got about 260 species, which I thought was pretty mind-boggling. So I can't imagine trying to keep track of 800 species of bamboo. Nice. So a lot of questions about bamboo seeds. People want to grow bamboo, so they think, I need to get seeds. Seeds are kind of a tricky way to propagate bamboo. It's hard to find seeds. But what some tips on some frequently asked questions about bamboo seeds. One of them is how long are bamboo seeds good for? Like if the bamboo flowers make seeds, can you keep the seeds in a drawer for 10 years? Do you need to plant them right away? What do you think about that?
Actually, it depends, because we have several different sizes or types of bamboo seeds. Like the Milocella, the seed is very big, like an apple or a pear. That's why we call it a pear bamboo. But it's a Milocella.
The seed is
the seed is like a pear. But that's why it can germinate even when the seeds are still on the bamboo corm. So those seeds germinate very fast. You have to sow them very fast. Maybe within maximum 1 month in refrigerator, and then you have to put them in soil. But for other seeds like Dendrocalamus, morsel, or those seeds like it's similar to the size of the green or the rice we ate. Those seeds, some of them have to be sown like maybe within 3 months or within 1 month. But for most of the seeds, according to our experience, like a morsel, some seeds in the market you buy, they don't germinate, you think it's too old. But according to our experience, we can keep the morsel seeds in refrigerator for 5 years, and you can still reach 30% germination.
All right. Okay.
So the thing is like
in fridge.
Yes, the thing is we need to keep the seeds in. Usually we put like 0 to 4 centigrade. This is the perfect temperature for the seed to stay dormant. Like if the temperature is very high, so the seeds keep like a human being. It's alive, so it breathes. All the seeds breathe.
It's like hibernating.
Yes, when the temperature is high, the breathing is a lot, so the nutrition went away very fast. That's why the viability of the seeds went down. But when we keep it in the refrigerator, you can keep it for a long time. But still, for some seeds that we can have flowering every year, we usually offer the seeds that within 1 year. So we would suggest to sow the bamboo seeds within 1 year after harvest.
So sooner than later.
It's quite complex because all the people want to have fresh seeds.
Right.
But they are asking for seeds all year round. So what to do? It's like we have to store the seeds to meet the different demand of the market. it can be in the south, in Australia, or can be from Europe, because the planting season is different.
Right.
So we need to find a way to keep the seeds in a good condition. So what we do is we usually do germination test every 2 months to make sure the seeds germinate very well, and to make sure that when the seeds reach our client's hand, if they follow our instruction, they can usually get a good germination. But bamboo seed is like usually we harvest the bamboo seed in wild forest. So it's not like other flowers or vegetables we can do the breeding in a farm.
Right.
So in the wild, the seeds, the pollination can be a big problem. For some bamboo seeds, the pollination was impossible. Like during this trip in Europe, I was saying I saw a lot of Philostachys nigra flowering all over France.
Right.
And I was reading that this bamboo flowered every 120 years.
Right. So how do you get fresh seeds when it flowers every 120 years?
This was still a miracle for this bamboo, because in Japan, in 1908, this bamboo flowered all over the country.
Right.
Because this is one of the 3 most important bamboo in Japan.
Yeah.
And this bamboo flowered all over the country and died. No single seed was found.
Right.
But it was still a miracle why the bamboo is still alive today.
So that was another question. I'm glad we just segued straight into that. How is it that, so that was 120 years ago, more or less, 116 years ago, something.
Yes.
So how is that? It all flowers and it all died, but it didn't produce any seeds. So some of them must have survived. All right, we just got interrupted there because I ran out of storage. But continuing with our discussion, we're talking about how is it the Philostachys and nigra anonis, or Henon bamboo. So it all flowered, it all died, but there's still some left.
Yes.
And what's
the people in Japan said that they could not find any record back in 1908. So since 2020, the bamboo was flowering again. So some people from Japan were studying how this bamboo survive. So since 2020, 21, 22, they studied for 3 years. All the bamboo died already, and they still didn't have any clue how this bamboo survived. So there's a lot of miracle about the bamboo flowering and seed.
So we don't know how it survived, because some people have said that it looks like it dies, but it doesn't die completely. It just kind of goes dormant for a few years. But if you keep taking care of the rhizomes, put some mulch over it, maybe fertilize it, water it once in a while, it might take a few years, but it will gradually recover.
Yeah, that can be possible, because by far they found some new shoots from the flowering bamboo, but most of them die within the first year. So the longest time it survived was only 1 year. But maybe like a few years later, like you said, the bamboo can come up. So we will see, because now we are tracking this bamboo. So,
we will be watching closely, because it's a mystery, and obviously it survived somehow. So it's going to survive again. So it'll be real interesting to keep records. One last question before we run out of batteries. What can people do to increase their germination rate on their bamboo seeds if they're worried about that?
The germination rate.
Is there something they can do? Like, what's the...
Actually, because you imagine why the bamboo put a flower before they die, because they want their new generation to come out in the nature. They don't want to disappear, right? So in this way, we can believe that bamboo seeds are not difficult to germinate, because if nobody is going to collect the bamboo seed in the forest, the bamboo seeds have to manage by themselves to germinate, and they to become a forest again. So for bamboo seed to germinate well, the most important is the right temperature and the right moisture. So actually it's quite easy. If you can do control very well and the seeds are wet and fresh, it's quite easy to germinate. But from our clients, some of them germinate quite difficult because they cannot keep the moisture very well. So sometimes it's dry. When you find out it's dry, you water again. So this kind of situation is not good for seed to germinate. It needs to be very stable and consistent moisture and then the right temperature. And for each species, some can germinate within 1 week. Some can take 40 days to germinate.
40?
Yes.
Oh,
some
wow.
germinate faster, some germinate slowly. So you need to know about the species very well. So the good thing with us is we keep records of all these species. So if you buy the bamboo seeds from us, we tell you exactly how long you need to expect and how you can germinate the seeds to get good results. And we also have a very simple germination test. We can share the videos and the steps to our clients. So what you need to do is when you receive the seeds, you take maybe 20 seeds, remove the shells, and they soak in water and put on a white tissue paper. Usually within 1 week you have germination. This is very easy to control. So if you receive the seeds, you do the germination test based on what we told you, the seeds didn't germinate, then we refund or we send you new seeds. This is something we can guarantee. So
nice. Sounds like a full service bamboo seed offering. That sounds great. Well, we're running out of daylight and we're running out of batteries. It's been really great. I can think of a lot of more questions to ask you. Bamboo seeds are mysterious. Like a lot of people order seeds and they turn out to be the wrong species, or they're not even bamboo, or they don't germinate. But you guys have a great reputation. Everybody who's ordered seeds from you that I've talked to has been really happy with the seeds. And it sounds like you guys know what you're doing. And yeah, if you need any seeds, let us know. And she can send you seeds anywhere in the world, right?
Yes, but there is some importation rules from each country.
Okay.
So before you buy the seeds, you need to figure out whether there's a regulation. But yes, we have rich experience exporting to many different countries. So if you don't know the import rules, maybe we know something we can share with you.
Nice.
So,
All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next week. More videos. My guest today has been Lihua Jiang. It's been a pleasure.
My pleasure too.
Bye-bye.